everybody. I wanted to connect with spiritual entrepreneurs today and connect with the idea of awakening our mindset and how we can transform our mindset in our career and our life to help us bring in more of what we're wanting and more of what we're manifesting. So I'm going to look at a oracle card that I'm going to pull from this deck, this beautiful Sacred Earth Oracle deck. And then we can move from there. There's lots of mind energy, lots of opportunities to test our mindfulness and move through times that are a little bit strange, a little bit unusual, sometimes shocking, with the Aquarius in the Sun and Mercury and Pluto, and with Uranus moving direct. Uranus has been moving through Taurus, which for me has been affecting my career line as well as my home. So like with the home and the career line, they're both connected. So yeah, I've been noticing a lot of opportunity for change and trying to see that as opportunity, right? It's a choose your own adventure. You can choose to go down the rabbit hole, or you can choose to enjoy the beautiful walk through the garden. And either way, you're probably going to get the same destination. Oh, here we go. This card is for repetition. It is a woman. It looks like there's some struggle going on, and there's some horses, wild horses running through the fields, and there's patterns, and there's a moon cycle. And right, here we are. We're almost about to be back in Venus retrograde. 8 years ago, there was another one. I think they follow a bit of a cycle. Repetition. A sense that history is somehow repeating. A chance to do things differently and perhaps secure a better outcome. To work with or break a cycle, you need to recognize it. Release stress, tension, or anger before it builds to a storm. It may be necessary to walk away from a challenging personality. Difficulty breaking a habit or pattern of thinking. Establishing a positive routine. Yeah, when we wake up in the morning, do we stand in the sunshine and, feel the positive affirmations of the day? How do we start the day? Do we start the day in the stress? Or a lot of us, no judgment, I can't do this because I don't have service in my van. Like, my service at my house is not that great. But inside my van, in the very, very back of the van, because I have all of this insulation and all of this, it's blocking the EMS, which is great. I can't use my phone really that well. So I got to get up in the morning and start my day, hopefully go for a walk. It's been really chilly, so whatever you need to do to warm yourself up and get yourself into like a headspace. Spiritual meaning of repetition. Through infinite cycles of life, death, and rebirth, our souls stretch into timeless repetition. All the while, your thoughts and actions draw from the past and feed into your future. The journey repeats as often as needed. There is no rushing through to the end. The cycle can be broken through wisdom, through detachment, through a memory of the sacred, through return to oneness. And aren't we here to find this pattern, cycle, repetition that helps us to return to oneness, that helps us to return to the whole? Aren't we here to remember our connection to the divine law and to the divine love and to return back to it? Aren't we here to remember that we're not separate, that we're in this together, that we are on the same ship and we're playing different parts and responsibilities. And yeah, and even in your own body, aren't we here to return to oneness in our own body, in the wholeness, and integrate the different parts of us that have developed over the years in order to help us with our survival? Oh, it's such an incredible practice. And so I would love to drop into this with you a little bit with the mental body. So when we talk about the mental body, we talk about the person that is in charge of tasks, of making lists, is in charge of organizing it. And yeah, and how the mental body feels with all that we're doing. Does the mental body feel supported? Does the mental body feel ready? Or does the mental body start spinning their wheels because they're in a cycle and they're trying to get out of that cycle? Okay. So whatever you're doing, if you can, drop in and have a seat on a cushion on the floor, lay down, close your eyes. We're going to open up a little bit of a sacred space, which I don't always do. And it is, I do open it up in my own way. Just imagine you're in a beautiful stream and you're facing upstream. The river's coming down to you, cleansing your back. I want to call in the divine beings, guides, elementals, spirits, for our highest and best good, loved ones, archangels, light beings, spirit guides, spirit animals, teachers, loved ones, masters. And the elementals are also the crystalline frequencies. Imagine your favorite crystal, and it's this beautiful cloud of this crystal. Maybe it's amethyst or rose quartz, and it's coming down to you, and this cloud is enveloping your aura and moving into your heart and floating. And Mama Gaia, Pachamama, calling her in to the soles of your feet, bringing in the Shakti energy, bringing in the peace, relaxation, and love, calling in the divine beings and guides, Padre Soul, the masculine forces of the universe, calling those into your crown, allowing them to seep down from your crown, beyond the bridge of your nose, into your cerebral spinal fluid, into the base of your spine and your lower back, where it meets the earth energy and creates this blissful, beautiful connection of oneness in your hara, in your lower abdomen. And bringing in your own personal guide, calling them in. You know them by name, or you just know that you are guided. Just know that you're guided. Bringing in these images of being held by the womb. I was visited by a Syrian last night. A Syrian being woman. She was blue and green. And I just felt like held and protected. I just felt the presence. It wasn't anything wild. And I'm just thanking all of the elements and all of the energies, all of the directions for being here with us to facilitate our dropping in to support our mental body. Now in your solar plexus, connecting with the space, it's almost its own womb space. This rebirthing of our confidence, our strength. When we are 7 years old, we start to differentiate ourselves from the outside world. We start to differentiate our own thoughts, feelings, beliefs. So from this, there is a little miniature rebirthing that happens of part of ourself that is ready to step forward and initiate new action, new energy, new frequency. So allow that inner child to come in. And you might ask, this part of you, what are they excited about? What are they excited about today? What are they excited about this month? What are they excited about this year? And it may be a project that you're working on. It may be a vacation that you're planning. And it's just remember, it's the whole process that we're working with manifestation. We're working with the toddler, the infinite, all the infants, the infinite, the infant to the infinite. Allow them to come in. Maybe there's something you could do to support them better. Maybe there's some guidance. Maybe just knowing that you're there, seeing them achieve and accomplish and grow is all you need. And so now we're going to bring in and connect with the mental body, the part of us that is dreaming, thinking, creating ideas. So in your solar plexus, I want you to walk towards your inner child in this space, finding yourself, maybe a little chair, place to sit, place to enjoy. Enjoy the space, the sacred space where you can connect. And I want you to visualize what your inner emotional, this part of you, the mental body, feels like and looks like. May not look like you. Maybe more put together, maybe less put together. But just visualize and see what is it that they're needing to improve their mindset, to have a successful mindset. And drop in with them now. Isipiundoli tayo nito rin tayo si animolay. Animo shitora. Animo shitora. Animo shitalomia. Ya shitiko. Shito Maria. Shito Maria. Shito Maria. For those of you unaware, this is speaking light language being the language of our soul. So we just allow this energy to flow, and regardless of the meaning of it, we may not actually have a physical translation for the meaning of the language, but allowing that to entrain and speak to that part of ourself that is the sacred, the unconscious, the unknown. Ashinduli, ashinduli, ashindoya. Ayon retayo, namakayo, retonya. Shito, 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 ne, yaino, bayam, ayam, ayam, ayam. And as you look at your mental body and your inner child, how can they harmonize with each other? And you can just imagine them making a bridge together, putting their hands together in the center. And it is a bridge that you'll be able to walk through, connecting those both sides of your brain, the right side and the left side, the connection to creativity and ambition, and the how are we actually going to get there, the logistics. And you can imagine them walking together or frolicking and skipping and finding the right path, the middle path for both of them to engage in their beautiful, beautiful deep work that they're doing together to get to this place together. And they might do a little dance as well. They might be spinning together, twirling one another, getting their nervous systems in sync. And as they spin and as you watch them moving back and forth, there's a little bit of an activation that wants to happen of this entire system. You can see as they're spinning together these like light coats that are coming off of them, these trails of light. And they're creating this sacred geometry. And the sacred geometry in their play is allowing things to open up and be revealed, allowing the flame to come through. And the flame is your passion, your pilot light, your fire that never goes out. And we just fan these flames, allowing them to grow brighter, stronger, hotter, sweeter, filled with passion. As you're listening, take some deep breaths, exhaling with a sigh, a sound, and a smile like this. Spinning, the creativity spinning, the whirling and the swirling of this beautiful creation that you have together with these parts of you that are now online being activated and awakening this bliss and bubbliness in every cell of your body, and allowing this peace to come in, this flooding of peace where your mental body has actionable plans and the ability to flow gently through it. The ability to awaken the inertia within so that the mental body isn't just sitting there spinning their wheels, not getting anywhere. Allowing both of your bodies to come back together, creating this beautiful spiral within your heart and tucking that away, just knowing that you're holding the most radiant love that is possible in the universe. And this radiant love swirling within you is these parts of you that are so activated and so awakened and so online that they're ready to move into the next phase of your life, your entrepreneurship, and your plan. And feel free to pause the recording and journal anything that you've received and allow yourself to integrate that. And also knowing that a journey like this, we can go back to it, we can listen to it again, but it will integrate often over time. We may not receive right away those messages that are coming online, but through the dream spaces and through just taking a walk and waking up other parts of your senses may bring something online that's ready to be integrated and supported. And I just want to share a little bit about supporting your mental body. And oh my gosh, we put them through so much. I think the screen and the little cell phone camera contraptions that are also everything, that do everything. Calculator, a phone, there's a phone, a computer, a social media manager, all the things. So I think that's really hard on our mental body because now we have a thing that's associated with what we're doing with our mind that's outside of us. What can be really helpful is if you have a piece of selenite, and it might be good to use a real piece of selenite at first, but you can call in a piece of selenite if you've worked with it before, and just wipe the screen of your phone. You can do that with me now if you want to. Wipe the front of the screen with the selenite or make big circles around it. And just intending like all of our chakras, that this is a LCD screen. It's a liquid crystalline display, and so it is made of little crystals, so it responds. All the little tiny crystals in your phone are now responding, activating, and waking up. And clearing. And in your mind's eye or in reality, I'll turn my phone over. Turn your phone over, clearing the back of the screen. Taking note of any colors that pop in as you do this, any movement. And then cleansing the sides of the screen with the selenite. And cleansing the other side of the screen. Here's the vertical side and then the horizontal side. And then the top and the bottom of the screen, clearing that as well. If you want to surround it with a hologram, like a crystalline matrix of sacred geometry, you can do that. Just keeping it safe and protected so that what happens inside the phone stays inside the phone. And then when you're separate from your phone, you can be a little bit clear from the energies that are coming in or coming out. And that's a good way to protect your phone. Also, just honoring your mental body and the processes that you're in. And so we want to continue, especially this time of year, with our grounding practices, with our breath work. A lot of information is coming through And I want to remind you to have your own boundaries, to have good boundaries with your connection to the outside world, with whether it's text message or social media or news, that you allow yourself to live in this realm, which is your land, your pets, your friends, your family, your clients, before going on into that realm. So allow yourself some time every day to stay grounded in this realm and this reality, and connecting to those feet. And yeah, also when I've talked with my mental body, she's wanted me to make lists. I start the day with a list of things that I need to get done, that I'm slacking on, or that are just part of the next projects, and make it exciting. Bring your inner child in and say, hey, what do you want to add to the list today of things to do? My inner child is also very involved with breakfast. She likes to sing silly songs about what we're making for breakfast and just joke. And I don't even think it's really about food at that point. It's more about having this experience of color and like cooking and moving energy. So invite her in to be part of this experience. If there's something you're not excited about, like doing taxes or whatever, bring in your inner child to do something a little bit fun first, or put on like colorful glasses, put on fancy clothes as you do this task, so you can just feel really ridiculous and have so much fun while you're doing it. So, oh, well, thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, please let me know in the comments or in the replies how this is feeling for you and how you integrate this, because I'm really excited to share with you and to find ways that we can rewire our nervous system and our mental body to improve our mindset. And let's connect, because you are the 6 people you spend the most time with. So let's elevate our tribe and community to the highest frequency possible. We are creating a new paradigm and reality, and I'm so grateful to have you here doing it with. Bye for now.